Huh?
How do you handle, well, how do you say no?
After you realize that maybe they're not as legit and you've already outpoured yourself to them. And also, how do you just get to tell that, you know, this one has good intentions, you know, like this would be a potential date, quickly?
Okay, so how do you reject someone? I think that one is probably what was being asked. And I'd say politely. I wouldn't vouch for the whole ghosting, which is becoming a lot more common nowadays. You can just flat out say, hey, look, I know that, you know, we've been talking for a while, but I don't see this going anywhere. You can add the other bits of, it's not you, it's me. But yeah, all you have to say is, I don't think me and you are really going anywhere, and I'd just like to end this now. At the end of the day, there's some people that will try to push on and try to persist, but you need to stick to your guns and say, I'm sorry, this isn't working out. That's it. Which one was the other one?
The other one was like, can you tell the intentions of a potential date online? Pretty much easy?
Well, not always, but you can never be 100% sure. Plus, I think some things just take practice, to be very honest. Some things definitely take practice. But the general rule of thumb is, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. Okay. But being a little bit curious can help, but in all things, try to be as safe as possible. Yeah.
Another question here, Senior, goes to you. Is there a fundamental difference between a relationship where a couple met in the normal traditional way, say at the bus stop, the village, you know, the workplace, an event, and a relationship where people have met in the modern ways like dating applications? And of course, is dating just dating? Are there parameters the same, rules of the game and all that? Or the parameters the same?
I think what defines a relationship is the quality of the people involved. So whether they met online or they met in person, they met at the bus stop, they met in the village, whatever it is, eventually the quality of the relationship will be hinged on the quality of the people. The people who have met online, but their character was solid and they've been able to work it out. There are people who met in person and it didn't work. So it's the platform is just a platform. It's just exposing whatever people have. Yeah. The only thing that I would say is that when it comes to online, people have a lot of access to a lot of options. So sometimes then that gets a bit messed up. So the advantage then of the person to person is that you lower the risk, but it doesn't mean that you eliminate it. The risk is a bit lowered. You can trace where this person is from, either where they work, where they live, who is in their lives or stuff. When it comes to online, you may not know anything else about this person. You may not know anybody else. So you won't have referees. You won't say, who are your referees? I want to call them, where's your ex, to tell me about yourself. But with the person-to-person, you can trace. You'll get to know their family, their friends, and other people. So you get to have a certain semblance of safety. It's not always so, but you get a certain semblance of safety, lower the risk, and you can easily then make your decisions faster, because if I meet you and talk with you for 30 minutes, I can pick up your mind, your mindset, your view of life, and I can quickly say, I don't think I want to go on with this. Whereas when it is just some charts, I'll present to you what I think that you want, and you may not have very good judgment of me. Dating, is dating just dating? It's the place of knowing each other. It's a place of knowing whether your values match, whether you share same aspirations and vision, whether you want to go the same direction. We don't ask a lot of questions there, and the questions are not even supposed to be structured as questions. You observe, you listen, you're checking out whether this person has the same value system, they want to go the same direction, they think the way I think, their viewpoint of life aligns with mine. Sometimes we don't realize that dating is an interview, where you need to find out whether this person is best suited for the job that you're offering.
Well, interesting. Dr. Before we close it, you know, before we even get to that point of a national dialogue, how do we bring our girls back to order? I don't know whether you check on Twitter so much so, or X, and recently there was this tweet that was, or there was this hashtag about Twitter Koinange, and it breaks my heart to see that beyond the streets, we have brought it online, and it is big and is as massive as you'd never imagine, and it's actually happening, that our girls are selling themselves, you know, out there online in the cheapest way possible?
It is sad. It's a sad situation, but that is the oldest profession.